Hi Aquariuses, welcome to May 2018. Thank you so much for watching and for all of your support. 100% loving it. Love you guys so much. Okay, two cards already popped out. They are face down, so something that you haven't necessarily acknowledged yet. Your thoughts and what you're thinking about, especially those deep inner thoughts, and how people around you are affecting those thoughts as well. Second card is not really knowing which next step to take when it comes to a relationship because of all the turmoil in the past, because of all the grounding energy in the past, but also the emotional depth of this relationship, of this partnership. And now you don't really know which way it's going because of that. Okay, so those are the two cards that popped out. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the stars when it comes to astrology. Okay, so Mars is entering Aquarius on May 16th. And what that means is you guys are going to have a lot of energy. You're going to be fired up, ready to go. And that's good because May 15th, the day before, is a new moon in Taurus. And the new moon in Taurus is all about planting seeds, really, especially seeds when it comes to your values, your money, your possessions, your beliefs, and your self-esteem. So things that really, a lot of the times I was just reading this where it was, if you want to know what you value, don't look at your job or your money. Look at what you spend your money on, because when you think about it, a job, you go to work to get paid, but what are your luxuries? What are the things that you buy that are not necessarily a necessity? And you can do that easily just by looking around your area and looking around where you're at right now, and what are the main things that jump out at you? Like, what are the things that you purchase with your own money that, like, I'm seeing wine bottles, so that's not a very good example for me, but I'm also seeing candles and salt lamps and, angels and diffusers and oils. So really taking a look around and figuring out what you value, getting clear about what you value, using that on the new moon in Taurus on May 15th to manifest and to write down 10 things that you want to bring into your world. So focusing on what you value and then bringing in more of that. So the other card that popped out, Aquarius, is the Hermit card, which is all about spending time alone, going inward, doing the loner thing, especially when it comes to this relationship where you just don't know where it's going. This partnership of some kind where you just don't know where it's heading up. You've done a lot of the groundwork, a lot of the framework, and a lot of the hard work when it comes to this relationship. And now it's like, do I need to just kind of do it on my own? Have I been alone this entire time? So with that new moon, really focusing on your values when it comes to that alone time as well. Like, that's maybe something that you're recognizing, that in your space, a lot of the things that are in your immediate environment are things that you do alone. Like, is it, do you have a video game that only has one controller? Things like that, where it's like, okay, these are things that kind of disconnect me from the world and disconnect me from other people. And how can you start bringing in things that are more inclusive of the people that you care about? What else? Full moon in Sagittarius is on May 29th, so that's going to be an excellent day. Usually there's a couple days before and after the full moon. That's going to be an excellent week, I guess you could say, to really start to release what is no longer serving you. Full moon in Sagittarius is all about our beliefs, all about our theories and our philosophies, our higher education. So not just what we're taught in school, but really exploring further. Queen of Pentacles just popped out. So this person could be you, for sure could be you. A little bit more focus on their finances, a little bit more focus on their spending. And I'm seeing a toothbrush. So somebody who's either very hygienic or just really has an amazing smile, or something with their teeth. Something with their teeth. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's just somebody with a really great smile. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles popped up last time too. So still feeling alone when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles. What is going on? What is happening, Aquarius? Yeah, it's getting a lot stickier. It's getting, like, I'm seeing a big pile of mud. So it's definitely getting a lot muddier. It was dirty at first, and now emotion has been added into the dirt, and now it's just getting really muddy. It's getting real muddy. So a lot of confusion going on there. That full moon will be an excellent time to release it. May 29th, your beliefs when it comes to this person. Okay. Aquarius, May 2018. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So at first, Aquarius, what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat is exactly what we're talking about. So some situation or somebody really taking a lot of your thoughts, taking up a lot of your thought process, and it's based on this relationship where you just don't know where it's going. Like you're really at a standstill when it comes to this relationship. And you've been doing a lot of time alone, you've been doing a lot of inner work when it comes to it as well. And it's based on this Queen of Pentacles, so an earth type sign. So either a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, somebody who's very grounded, very focused on, power, very focused on their finances, very focused on what they've grown, what they've invested, and what they're continuing to build up, okay? All about growth. So that's what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat. Theme of this reading is kind of feeling a little bit young and immature when it comes to your financial power as well, because you have been doing well when it comes to finances recently. You definitely have been doing well. And you are trying to appease the Queen of Pentacles, but it's like this Queen of Pentacles is just not getting it. So when I say queen, it doesn't necessarily mean a female. It could just be feminine energy in male body. You never know, okay? Male or female. I'm not gonna make any generalizations. But definitely feeling very younger when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles and when it comes to finances. Because as an Aquarius, you're more of a free thinker, more of a forward thinker, and you're not as pulled down to the material side of the world as this Queen of Pentacles, but you want to show the Queen of Pentacles that you can be like that. It's just going to take you a little bit more work, a little bit more strength in order to show the Queen of Pentacles that side. Somebody else here, King of Wands, fiery energy. Also, not so much focused on finances, definitely focused on work. So they work hard, but maybe they're just not gaining that coin that they think that they deserve. And that's because their pride won't allow them to spend. They really hold on to their finances a lot because of their pride. They have no flexibility when it comes to what they're working on and the job that they do. They're very stern on that. Okay, that's my job and that's what I do. And because they don't spend and they don't put that money out, there's no way that the universe, sorry, babies. There's no way that the universe can give back to this King of Wands because they're not putting energy out. So this King of Wands is also being affected by the Queen of Pentacles and therefore affecting your energy as well. There's a lot of negativity going on within this relationship and within this three-person thing. And some sort of information is coming out very soon, if it has not already, that will create some sort of change when it comes to you moving on with your power, with your emotional power, because you actually have been giving a lot of emotional energy out, but it's just not enough. There's just too many thoughts and words and energy that you're kind of just waiting for some sort of shift, some sort of cycle change so that you can feel a little bit more empowered within this relationship, within your marriage, within your home and family. You want to get to this point of, matching up to the Queen of Pentacles, but it's just too difficult. It is just so brutal and you feel so pinned down. You just want to focus on your optimism and putting that out in order to feel balanced and harmonious and happy again. It's just not working out because something is missing within the home and family that's making you feel very powerless, and that's what you're manifesting outward. So of course your thoughts and your actions are going to feel like you're not living up to the Queen of Pentacles because it's all in your mind. It's all what you're thinking. The Queen of Pentacles, I think, really does care about you and love you, and they see that maybe you are struggling a bit to kind of match up with them. but their criticism, I definitely feel Virgo energy because it is an earth sign, but the criticism and the way they kind of look at you, and with that kind of that eye, as that critical eye where they're kind of like, really though, that's where you're really starting to get your power back, where you're starting to be like, it's starting to really uncover things for you, even how they look at you, how they're, how they criticize you, how they scrutinize you, those things. That's where it's really starting to make a huge impact on your emotional health and well-being. And that's where you're like, I need to just move on with my power because I've given out so much, and I can't wait for a cycle change in order to feel powerful again. Okay, so that's the theme of the reading, Aquarius. Let's get started on the actual reading. So this reading is about what you're manifesting out there when it comes to this partnership. Okay, I'm seeing a pine cone. Why would I see a pine cone? The only reason I would think about pine cones, and this is usually how I do my readings, is something will trigger my subconscious and I'll talk about my situation toward it, and that's how I kind of understand it. Pine cones used to be my happy trigger. So a pine cone, whenever I saw a pine cone, I was like, I have to be happy. That's a sign from the universe, be happy. So that was my little thing when I was in a really, really low place in my life, especially my position in the world. So when it comes to the situation of this reading for Aquarius, May 2018, it is time to find your happy trigger, to find your one thing that's like a pine cone or a rock. I chose pine cone because it's very easy to see. Find your happy trigger, and it'll be little signs from the universe that everything is okay. And you have to tell yourself that when you see that particular flower, or when you hear that special song, or when you see a baby or something like that, that is a sign from the universe that everything is okay, and to watch your thoughts and to be cognizant of what you're thinking about. So those will be the little triggers. So a lot of times what you can do is when you see, like when you decide on what it is and you state that for the universe, saying, okay, when I see a robin, I know that it is a sign from the universe. When you see that symbol, what were you thinking about before you saw it? And then writing those down. And then at the end of the week, you can go back and be like, okay, this is all related. What am I thinking about that the universe is saying, hey, be happy? And you can counteract it from that. It's a cool tool. It's definitely a fun activity that I definitely urge you to try out, especially since you've been doing a lot of this alone time. It won't, you won't seem crazy doing it. And I think that'll be something that really changes your perspective around, which is needed this May. The obstacle and the aid to what you've been manifesting outward, what you've been putting out there, Aquarius, is this fear and worry about finances. Fear and worry about finances, which I'm pretty sure came up last month too. I'm seeing a bunch of grapes, so you still have a lot to be grateful for. You still have a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity. You have food in your belly. You have every reason to smile. But this fear and worry about finances and money and not knowing, not being able to see the future, not being able to see what's going to come of it, and just not having that peace and harmony within your heart is what you're manifesting out there, okay? So I can't stress it enough. I really think that these happy triggers will completely change around this fear, because these happy triggers are going to say, no, maybe one of your happy triggers could be finding money. Every time I see a dime or a nickel on the ground, that's my happy trigger that I am abundant and financially set. Things like that. Like, really test yourself and really test the universe as well. It may seem kind of crazy at first, but it's really incredible and profound once you start to see it manifesting into your world. Subconsciously, Aquarius, you guys have so many opportunities. Like, there is just so much going on. None of the opportunities are intertwined, though. They're all very separate. You have an opportunity here, opportunity there. No matter what, they're all leading to future growth. They're all leading toward positivity and abundance. But it's really just recognizing that and using what's in your subconscious to properly manifest with this new moon in Taurus, okay? It's all your power and your authority, because you are thinking that you're going through a major transformation. The old you is dying. The old you is done. You know that you need to make some sort of profound change. It's one of the things that you've acknowledged with all this hermiting time, with all this alone time, that you're like, okay, profoundly, I'm going through something majorly different. And with that, and with these happy triggers, it can all be positive. You can use that energy to really create something incredible, because you have a lot of strength. Okay. New work, new job, new energy, positive newness. That's where you're at. That's where you're at, Aquarius. That is awesome. You were at a point now where newness, new energy, new energy. Good for you. I think for a little bit, you know, your energy has been kind of a little bit shaky, especially with that alone time, because a lot of the times we need to go out in the world in order to gain energy, especially as an Aquarius, the social butterfly who's all about the community, peer groups, friends. You need to go out and socialize in order to gain that energy. I think the hermiting you've been doing has drained you a bit. So it's excellent now to see that in May 2018, you're going to start to feel a little bit more energetic. Family and friends, there's a King of Cups here. So a water type sign. I'm seeing a 9 as well. So somebody who had some endings recently, or who has a 9 in their birthday, or, you know, when you add their birthday together, it equals 9. Born in the 90s, something like that. The 9 is definitely significant to this person. And the 9 in numerology is all about endings, moving on, the end of a cycle. So this King of Cups here, family and friend, very rocky past, a lot of emotional outbursts. Like, there's something about this King of Cups where, because of their rocky past, they feel justified to just have an emotional explosion. And, you know, I see so many memes where it's like air signs looking at water signs, like when they have an emotional reaction to something, just like get a handle on yourself, like get yourself together, because a lot of the times the air signs, they just can't deal with that. They're like, why don't you have a handle on your emotions? So this King of Cups definitely is very emotional, and that's caused some sort of, you know, a little bit of a shift within you, because you're like, why aren't they able to communicate this emotion? They're just feeling it, and that's really just because of their emotional depth. So I'm definitely feeling either like Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer energy here. That's family and friends. That's somebody who you also have to be cognizant of when it comes to what you're manifesting and these transformations you've been doing and this alone time you've been doing, okay? Hope and fear is an overburden of responsibilities. So you want to kind of overburden yourself with work and just be focused on work and just be focused on this energy out, but you fear it as well, because you know it would be a lot. You know that it would definitely be a lot, and that's it's good and bad. This card has an overall negative tone, but at the end of the day, to put your nose to the grind and just get done what you need to get done. Yeah, you're going to have some back pain over it, but how empowering and how satisfying is it going to be when you're all done? So this is like one of those one times where I'm definitely encouraging hard work, and I'm definitely encouraging growth through hard work because of this new energy that came in, because I know that you guys can handle it. So don't fear it. Just, I know it's fearful because of the energy that's been you know, so hard to get recently, but you actually do have an opportunity to create something incredible. Whew. Okay, so this is what's going to happen for Aquarius's May 2018. You're going to get more focused and just start to really think about the fact that you've gone through and you're going through a major transformation. So the old, excuse me, the old you is dead and gone, and you're going through this major transformation in a very profound way. That's the first step. Once you acknowledge that, you're going to start putting out more energy. You're going to start to say, okay, you know what? I know that I'm just learning this game here, but I think with those happy triggers, especially if you make them financial happy triggers, you're going to feel a lot more abundant. So you're going to start putting out more, especially your power, your finances, your authority. You're going to, especially to family and friends, you're going to start to put out more. And that is going to completely change your reputation. It's going to completely change the way people are looking at you. Okay. And you have that opportunity because of this new energy that comes in. You have that opportunity because you're going to start to work really hard because that's what you actually want to do, what you actually hope for, and you have the strength to do it. So don't worry about this fear of finances, although it is hindering and helping what you're manifesting out there. At the end of the day, you have a lot of opportunities for growth. This is a work month, Aquarius. This is a month where just get to work, do what you need to do, use the transformations, forget about Queen of Pentacles scrutiny, forget about the Queen of Pentacles energy when it comes to what you should be doing, because that's on the Queen of Pentacles. That's their thing. That really has nothing to do with you. Do you work hard, focus hard, use the universe to help you out, use the law of attraction for sure to help you out, recognize that you are abundant, and then start to put that energy outward, and you'll of course see it come back threefold. So love you, Aquariuses. I hope you have an amazing May, and I'll see you in June. Oh, as always, if you would like a personalized reading, my email address is below, and I always include full astrology and numerology analysis with the tarot reading so we can get a full view of what's going on and how you can really use this transformative power and energy to manifest something really positive. We can also find your happy trigger as well. This is one of those situations where, you know, when you're putting out power, when you're paying for things, you want to make sure that what you're paying for empowers you. So if you're going to put money out when it comes to something you don't actually feel good spending money on, that's exactly what you're telling the universe. And that's one thing that I tell a lot of life path 8s as well. What you pay attention to is what you're getting back. So investing in a reading or something like this that empowers you and gives you the inner knowledge and the self-analysis is one of those positive shifts, as opposed to investing in, you know, McDonald's, no offense to McDonald's, but you know, something that doesn't actually make you feel good. So really watch where you're spending your money this month, Aquariuses, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.